Director of Fitness at Creighton Farms, and I wanted to focus this week's videos on some of the problem areas that women in particular struggle with, or we all kind of talk about, oh, I wish my arms didn't sag so much, or my butt, like the saddlebag area, or my droopy butt. But anyway, so the first video I'm going to focus on is kind of working on your butt, on your glutes, so that they're a little bit perkier, getting rid of those saddlebag areas. Second video, and then some lower abs. My second video is going to focus on back of the arms, that saggy, jiggly area that us women always talk about. And then I'm going to focus on the muffin top area on our upper part of our abdominal area. And then the third video is going to be on hamstrings, that back of the leg that can't eradicate cellulite, but we can work on muscle development so that the appearance of the cellulite that we all can't stand is fixed a little bit. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the saddlebag / ab area. So not all of you are going to have a T-Rex, but for this video I am going to do that. But I'm also going to show you some other exercises that you can use instead. I'm going to put my feet in the straps. I'm assuming you've already warmed up. And like usual, I would do 2 to 3 sets of each exercise based on your fitness level as well as how much time you have. But I would do higher reps than normal for this. This is a body weight exercise, and I've shown it to you in a previous video, but I'm going to do 25 to 50. I'm going to suggest 25 to 50, 2 to 3 sets for you. I'm only going to do 1 set today though, just to demonstrate the exercise. I'm keeping my abs up, my whole body's glutes are squeezed, whole body is like one stable unit. I'm going out and I'm just pushing out with my outer thighs, focusing on that whole saddlebag area, my outer glutes, and I'm not coming in because that's releasing it and taking the tension off. So I'm just pulsing out. I'm not holding my breath. And I'm getting a whole core workout at the same time as a second benefit. Okay, I'm going to come down. Again, for your own workout, go ahead and throw in an extra set or 2. I'm going to superset that with an abdominal exercise. You can do this on the floor or on a bench. I'm going to choose, because I do have a bench available. I'm going to work on those lower abs, squeezing it in, back is supported. I'm holding my bench with my hands. If you're more advanced, you can do it without that. I'm going to lower my legs below my tabletop here position so that I'm getting rid of working my hip flexors and I'm engaging my lower abs more. Coming in, squeeze, squeeze. Do not let your back sag or you can hurt it, so I'm really engaging my core. And I'm going to keep it about 12 to 15 reps for this so that I don't start fatiguing and then putting pressure on my lower back. If you're really so inclined and you have a strong back, you can put very light ankle weights on to make it a little bit harder. Again, you don't need it. But instead of spending a ton of time on abs, I try to make them a little bit more intense, less time, so that my form doesn't struggle with that. Okay. I've shown this to you on previous videos, but I'm a huge fan of the Bulgarian split squat. Don't let the name scare you. I think it's such an effective exercise. I used to do it with a lot of weight, and I found that I wasn't getting as deep. So now I've switched it up, and I've started incorporating it in my workouts with just body weight, because I feel like the benefit of going deeper really has been key to helping my strength with my glutes, but not adding bulk. So I try to anchor myself, but again, you don't have a bench, I've shown you in other videos. You can do it with a step, on a ledge, anything. So I'm going to make sure that I'm not going like this. I'm really going to even out my hips. I'm going to go straight down, and I'm going to lean forward a little bit so that I'm putting more focus on my bottom area. I'm going really deep. I'm coming up, and I'm squeezing. The second benefit is all that core work that I'm getting. This is one of really my favorite exercises for feeling the benefit. I'm not letting my knee come forward. I'm still remembering to have that go down as I lean my body forward. It's working my glute. I'm going to show you on the other side so you can see it a little bit better. This exercise, you really do not need more than about 12 reps per side, 12 to 15. As you build up, you want to go to 20, feel free to. Again, do it at your own pace and don't let your form suffer. I'm going to go straight down with my knee, but I'm going to lean forward and push up. Really stabilizing that leg. If you want to hold very light 2 to 3 pound weights, you can, but I really don't think you need to. Below parallel with your knee, I would not do that if you have any knee issues. I would just stick to about here. But if you don't, the deeper you go, the more beneficial it is to that glute development. Okay, you got a good sense of how to start from there. I'm going back to my abdominals, and I'm going to do a reverse crunch, making sure my first move is to press my abs down. I'm going to hold on to the bench. Again, you can do this on the floor. I'm going to bring my legs forward, straight up, and down. A lot of times people rush through this and they don't take the time to push your abs down at the beginning and lift up. You don't want your hip flexors doing all the work. You really want your abs engaged. Okay, I'm going to do a few more. Press down and up. Let's do 2 more. Hopefully I'm doing this slow enough so that you can see the form. I like to throw in a little bit of cardio, and cardio that's going to kind of benefit the mood of the workout that I'm doing. So again, I'm focusing on my lower body. So I'm going to do some kickboxing moves. You can also do some jump squats. Those also really work those glutes. But I like the kickboxing because I feel like it really focuses on that theme. So I'm going to pull my abdominals in. I'm going to kick. And I'm going to place my leg down, squeezing that core, and go up. I'm going to kick it out to the side. And I'm really feeling like it's targeting those glutes. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. I like to do it for time or for reps. Okay, I'm going to do 5 out to the side. Hopefully you can see me on the camera. I would throw in about 30 seconds aside or a minute, depending on how much time and effort you want to put in. Okay, I'm going back to fire hydrants. I'm going to come over to my mat. This is where I like to put on some small ankle weights, but you don't need to. But if you have them and you want to add a little bit of extra work to it, I'm not going to mess with them today, but this would be a good time to put them on. So you're going to go out to the side. I would build up to about 2 to 3 sets of 50 reps a side if I'm not using ankle weights. If I am using ankle weights, I'd probably do 2 to 3 sets of about 25. And you can also play with the tempo. Come out, pulse it down, up, pulse it down, and then go ahead and proceed to the other side. I'm also going to throw in some floater kicks. Again, working that lower, predominantly those lower ab areas of my abdominals. Scissors and flutters. And I'm keeping my head and shoulders up to also work a little bit more of my midsection of my abs as well. Okay. You can also do with, if you have a circular band, you can add that on, but you do not need to do that to now work a little bit more focus on those outer thighs. I'm going to just display this for you without using a band, but if I was to use one, I'd put it right above my knees. I'm gonna lift, I'm gonna move forward a little bit, and I'm gonna lift up and down, up and down, and I'm working that whole area. But by leaning forward, I really get that kind of a side indentation in my thigh, which is what we all kind of strive for. If you want to use your arm, your hand to pivot up, you can. Or you can put it up in the air and kind of push forward. I'm leaning forward and up. My knees are wide, my foot is the same level as my knee, and I'm also working my side abs and my obliques as a byproduct. Let me show you on the other side as well. My arm is under, my elbow is underneath my shoulder. I'm leaning forward and I'm pushing up. Variation, modification is keeping that hand down. If this is too many moving parts to think about, you can also put a small ankle weight on and just go up like I've shown you in previous videos. So if your elbow gets tired or if you have a shoulder issue, take that part away, just lean down and do it like this. If you want to make it a little bit harder, have your ankle weight on, don't bring it down, start midpoint and just pulse up. You're going to burn out pretty quickly on that. Then I would superset that by pulling my abs in and going into a donkey kick, which I've also shown on previous videos. But I'm going to modify it a little bit and twist my knee and my heel and toe out to focus a little more on the saddlebag area. So watch my leg, come out and push up. So I'm getting it more here than in the back of my leg. But I'm also not twisting it to the point of keeping my hips level. If you're doing this with an ankle weight, do not use a heavy one for sure. In fact, I would practice with just body weight to make sure your form is good. I'm going to do it on the other side. You can feel like you can do this with good form, then move on to just like a 2-pound ankle weight. But as soon as you feel like it's too heavy or your form's starting to suffer, take that ankle weight off and keep going. So you can kind of do those in a circuit. You can mix and match any way you want to, but I would probably take your fire hydrants, your push-ups, or leg ups, and modified donkey kicks all in a unit, all in one circuit, kind of just tailor those together. And there you have it. You can make it a 10-minute thing, a 20-minute thing, so you can either do it as a standalone workout or add parts of this workout as part of your other workout for the day. Like if you do a 30-minute cardio workout and you want to throw in some extra focus on those saddlebag and lower ab areas, you can just mix and match. So hopefully you found that helpful, and I hope to see you watching my next video where we'll target our saggy triceps and our muffin tops. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.